Hi, everyone. Jenny Lee and Tony Cortez with Magic 105.3. We'd like to welcome y'all to our Friends for Life 2020. Typically, we'd see all of you in person at our annual Friends for Life luncheon this year to keep everyone safe. Of course, we're bringing the party to you. I love that. The best part is you can stay in your PJs at home there, kick your feet up, all while supporting homeless dogs and cats who absolutely need your help.
Today, we're going to celebrate the amazing mission of the San Antonio Humane Society. You are going to hear from key staff members who have dedicated their lives to saving homeless, neglected, and abused pets of San Antonio, and who have navigated through the uncertainty of the past few months to continue their life-saving work. You're going to want to stay tuned to the very end because you're also going to get the very first sneak peek of where we're just finishing up the final touches on the brand new Leo Naylor Medical Building, which will help the San Antonio Humane Society save countless more lives.
This is one amazing facility here. Of course, we've got plenty of cameos from super adorable puppies and kittens who want to show their fur appreciation for your support. We need your help to take care of these little guys, so we hope you visit right here, sahumane.org/auction. That's sahumane.org/auction for opportunities to get vital donations or to bid on one of many. We have many silent auction items that you'll love. Don't wait. The auction will close at the end of this program, and there are tons of amazing items that you and your four-legged friends will love.
All right, Tony, as you said, let's get this party started. We're going to visit with some adorable San Antonio Humane Society alumni, and then head to our first segment, covering the steps we took to shelter animals during the pandemic.
Breaking news, we are here to celebrate the grand opening of the Leo Naylor Medical Building, which marks the completion of Phase 1 of San Antonio Humane Society's Picture the Possibilities capital campaign. Now, with the completion of the building, the San Antonio Humane Society is set to launch Phase 2 of its capital campaign, and this exciting project will focus on upgrading some spaces at the main shelter, which include renovating the Puppy Palace, creating 38 additional kennels for puppies and small dogs, and renovating the adoption lobby and office for the wonderful humans who take care of all the pets. Construction Phase 2 is scheduled to begin later this month. And for more information on how to support this project, go to sahumane.org/capital. The shelter is thankful for the community's support in making this incredible life-saving endeavor possible.
The San Antonio Humane Society is excited to announce that Phase 1 of our $10 million Picture the Possibilities capital campaign is now complete. The new state-of-the-art Leo Naylor Medical Building looks so beautiful and will allow us to serve twice as many pets in our community each year. That means a total of 20,000 here at the Fredericksburg location alone. The new building features a much larger clinic, a rehabilitation room, as well as surgical, orthopedic, and radiology suites. In addition to the medical building expansion, the capital campaign also allowed us to renovate our education building and cat pavilion, furthering our ability to teach more kids about humane education and save many, many more lives. Stay tuned, we're about to take you behind the scenes, and we couldn't be more excited to show you all we've accomplished thanks to the support of our community.
In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, the San Antonio Humane Society made the difficult decision to close their doors to the public in early March. However, their dedicated staff has remained at the shelter to continue providing comfortable shelter, medical treatment, and loving care for homeless and neglected pets. They have also implemented safe, no-contact procedures for many of their programs to continue their mission of protecting and improving the lives of dogs and cats in San Antonio.
So what we decided to do was take steps for us to keep our community, our staff, and the pets safe. And by doing so, we went ahead and started doing the masks, which made it a little challenging when we were answering our phones. But nonetheless, that was something that we felt was needed for us to be able to go forward. Along with it, we do our social distancing. We have sanitation stations and all throughout the shelter. We were disinfecting our areas as we come in on a daily basis. By doing all that is how we were wanting to keep everyone safe. It was a decision that was made when we opened up for adoptions closer to the month of April. So during that time, we had to then start working towards how to get these animals into homes. And what we decided to do was a pilot adoption process where we were then asking the public to send us information of the pets that they were interested in. We have it set up where people are able to view the animals on our website. They take a look at someone that they might be interested in. There's an application that they fill out online. They send us an email with their information of the pet that they've found. Once we receive that information, we're scheduling an interview for them. Once we do that interview over the phone, we schedule a pickup. We take it to curbside, bring out the pet to them, and that's how they're able to take them home shortly after. We thought that our no contact adoption would not have a real high interest. We actually thought that people would find that not meeting the pet to start off with was going to be a very difficult thing to embrace. But surprisingly, we had such a great outpour of people that were so interested, and they accepted the information that we gave them, the videos, the pictures. They most definitely had the need to take someone home during this time. And so I think that with their need and what we were able to provide for them made it easier for them to then find their pet and take them home, which was something that we thought we were never going to come across if we didn't have the support of the community.
So our last day of full operation was actually March 14th. We stopped administering vaccines to public pets. We stopped surgery until we figured out how we were going to go about running again during the COVID-19. We hadn't quite figured out what we were going to do, how we were going to service San Antonio's pets. We just saw a huge need.
In order to be prepared to interact with the public during COVID, we make sure that our personal protective gear is always on for going out. We have these full lovely gowns that we put on, gloves and surgical caps before we go out. We are keeping social distancing in place. When we approach an owner, we do ask that they have their mask on and that they're being safe as well. We then bring the animal in, make sure that we are completely covered in our personal protective gear the entire time. And then once the animal has left the clinic, we need to be sure to be cleaning between each animal, that we need to be changing gloves. If we've used a scale and the animal has touched the scale, that scale is nice and clean. So we're taking all the preventative measures we can to make sure we are clean and safe for the people and the animals coming into our clinic.
Trying to maintain that social distancing at first was a little hard, trying to figure out how we were going to get the animals who have never been inside a clinic before. I would say a good 80% of these pets that come to us have never come to a clinic. So going to these animals with full gear on, it's scary. So it's a lot of adjusting ourselves as well as employees. These animals cannot see my face. They really cannot see my body language. Let me see how I can read their body language. So it's been a lot of trial and error, but we've grown a lot as a staff.
At the beginning of the impacts that we saw from COVID, we began to reduce our overall pet population within the shelter and move to more of a skeleton crew in anticipation of the government imposing guidelines restricting the amount of staff that we would be able to have on a daily basis. How that affected our construction, it actually ended up being a bit of silver lining. We have been really fortunate that construction workers were deemed as essential during the whole shutdown. And what that has allowed us to do is to experience very little interruption in the progress for not only the remodel, but the construction of the new building as well. So with the kitty cottage, the existing condos were greatly outdated. They were the original condos that were placed in the building when it was constructed approximately 17 years ago. Since that time, there has been a lot of progress in our understanding of the golden standard towards animal care, primarily in this instance, care of cats and kittens. So what we were able to do is provide housing that allows for increased ventilation through the condos, which reduces the incidence of upper respiratory infections within our shelter cats. And with this remodel, not only will our shelter cats stay healthier and be more adoptable, but once the new building is completed, we'll be able to increase the amount of cats that we can adopt by not having a delay from the time that they're adopted and are needing a spay and neuter surgery. By the time they actually get to the adoption floor, they will have already had an update on vaccinations as well as their spay and neuter surgery, so the time that an adopter comes in to take them home, they're able to go home that same day, thus freeing up additional space for a cat to immediately take that place. We are so grateful that we are still able to provide these types of services to the community. And with the completion of this new building, we'll be able to have even much more of an impact and provide more services that are so desperately needed.
We all want this.
Adorable. That Great Dane. Oh my goodness.
Love it.
Jenny and Tony again with Magic 105.3. The San Antonio Humane Society has truly taken vital steps to keep their pets and the public safe throughout this pandemic and has continued to help dogs and cats who have nowhere else to turn. So please consider helping them continue this life-saving work by visiting this site here. It's sahumane.org/auction to make a donation or to bid on a silent auction item. And since we don't want you to miss a single part of the show, we suggest using a second device to check out the auction as need be.
Yeah, and the online auction is super simple to use. Once you find an item you like, maybe this one, just click on the green bid button. You're then going to be prompted to create an account and enter your credit card information. And then once that's complete, you can bid on as many items as you'd like. And there's so many good ones. Now, if you win, you're going to be notified via text. And just keep in mind that all the items must be picked up here at the San Antonio Humane Society.
Yeah, and like Jenny said, look at one of the coolest items here is this auction, this gift basket from the San Antonio Zoo that features 4 single-day admission passes plus a fun gift set full of goodies. And I know everybody's ready to get out of the house, and the zoo is taking a lot of precautions to keep guests safe while learning about their animals. This is amazing. This is one of the bidding items that you can obviously auction and donate to.
So awesome. Now, another one of the really super unique items, I'm so excited about this one. It's the chance to name a brand new beer from Busted Sandal Brewing Company. Now, the name must be pet-related and PG, okay? But they encourage you to be super creative. And then you're also going to get a basket of busted sandal swag and, of course, some brews.
Yeah, this is amazing right here.
Totally.
Of course, one of the last items here is from Kong, which is amazing too that you can donate. This item is a brand new with it's durable. It's got some fun toys here for the kiddos, of course, and a basket that'll keep your Fido happy for a long while. So
I love that you just called them the kiddos, the dogs and the cats, the kiddos. Be sure to head over to sahumane.org/auction. Check out the rest of the items. The auction is going to be closing right at the end of this program.
Yeah, stay tuned, folks. Next, we're going to hear about the San Antonio Humane Society's Humane Education Program that reaches thousands of kids every year with lessons based on empathy, compassion, and responsibility. First, let's hear from some of our amazing sponsors, VCA Animal Hospitals and Wyatt Law Firm.
We all want the same thing. We all want them to be safe. We all want them to be nourished and free from hunger. We all want to reduce their pain, make them healthy. VCA is proud to partner with shelters across the country. Working together, we're building bridges, connecting shelters within the community, because in the end, we all want the same thing.
Those 4 dogs, please. I feel like I'm gonna do a little scream.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're excited to continue our celebration of the San Antonio Humane Society. And up next, we're shining the spotlight on one of their programs designed to nurture the next generation of animal lovers. It's Humane Education.
I started working with the Humane Education Program in 2015. And so when I took over, we were serving a little less than 2,000 kids. And so that was 2015. And now this last year, 2019, we actually were serving over 8,000. So we expanded this program to include career days and field trips and scout programs and after-school programs. We try and help every single school, every single child who comes in and asks for our assistance. So we developed this program where we were reaching these kids who needed help to read. So bringing them here, partnering them with our animals, it gave them leadership. So one of the best things about Tales for Tales, besides just learning, getting more fluent in their reading, was the character building that they were developing and the fact that their confidence, not just in their reading skills, but in who they were, grew.
I asked our 3rd through 5th grade teachers to select students that they thought might benefit from the program, and every student's fluency rate and reading level increased. So we had amazing statistics. I took this program to my library services department and did a presentation on it to try to get more schools involved, which is the program you have at the shelter, Tales for Tales. Pause Up to Reading was the program that I started in 2016. These children are getting extra support, and my favorite thing is that they are actually not only building a love of reading, but building the relationships with the books and the animals. And that is a beautiful thing.
At the beginning of the 2019-2020 school year, our year planning was going very much the way it always does. And then of course 2020 started and COVID happened.
We started to brainstorm, how can we make this a virtual experience? And we wanted to keep kind of the feel of camp connected in there. So what we did was, we knew that one of the things that the kids look forward to so much is the connections that they build at Camp Humane. So that's connections between Sarah and myself, connections with other campers, connections with the animals, and the staff here at the shelter. So we really tried to think, how can we create that in a virtual setting? And we also wanted it to be flexible. So we created Bitmojis of all of us, and then we placed them in a Google slide that was made up to look like a classroom. And within the classroom were very carefully curated links, as well as original content that were hyperlinked to objects in the classroom. So in that way, kids could kind of choose their own adventure in a way and pick and choose what they were learning about and in what order they were learning about it. And each day surrounded a central theme. So whether it was dog behavior or training or enrichment or what we do in the clinic, each day was really jam-packed with activities and lessons and videos to watch that all centered around that one theme. So that was very exciting. And after we saw that Connected Classroom had been successful and enjoyable for our participants, we really decided to think, how can we continue on this virtual programming train? And now we're brainstorming how to do that in new and innovative ways as well, which is pretty cool.
Welcome back, Jenny and Tony with Magic 105.3 again. We want to remind you all the silent auction at sahumane.org/auction. There's still time to bid, and there are some truly amazing items up for grabs too. A few weeks ago, the SAHS partnered with Whataburger for the Old Time Mutt Pooch Party, and they were kind enough to also donate some silent auction items that were perfect for any Whataburger friend.
Okay, first up, this Whatterific gift basket that features, drumroll please, free Whataburger for a year. That's right, there are 52 free Whataburger coupons inside of this basket, plus some other Whatterific swag for any Whataburger lover in your family.
I'm getting hungry.
For.
And next up, the piece de resistance. Are you ready for this? A custom Whataburger dog house to spoil the beloved Fido in your life. Look at this. Truly, this doghouse is fit for a king with plenty of space and working windows here on the bottom. Texas toast gravy, of course, not included, unfortunately. Amazing.
Don't wait, folks. The auction ends at the end of this program, and these items will be gone from your honey butter biscuit loving lives forever. Make sure you visit sahumane.org/auction to place your bid.
And we hope you guys have been enjoying the show so far. Next up, we've got the segment that you've all been waiting for, the first sneak peek of the new Leo Naylor Medical Building. First, let's hear from some of our awesome sponsors, Lucy's Doggy Daycare and Valero, of course.
Lucy serving as the ambassador to the San Antonio Humane Society. By serving as El Rey Fido in 2011, spawned and inspired a multitude of initiatives. our foster program, our Find a Foster, a Forever Home, our Lending a Helping Paw initiative, and finally, our annual campaign to the San Antonio Humane Society. Serving the San Antonio has been such an honor and a pleasure. It has truly cascaded its way throughout our entire organization. We are truly, as an entire company, are looking forward to the next 10 years working with the San Antonio Humane Society.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. But I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way. He's tired. I'm making my way. I go solo. Bye, Dad. Oh, I go solo. I'm making my way, oh, I'm making my way.
How was your trip?
Oh, it was amazing. You did.
And I'm happy. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way. Oh, I'm making my way. I go solo. Oh, I go solo. I'm making my way. Oh, I'm making my way.
We did it! This expansion project has been a part of the shelter's vision for over a decade when we finally kicked off our capital campaign. But just 6 months into the public phase, the world as we once knew it changed. A pandemic hit. And since I'm out here by myself, socially distanced from everyone, I can talk to you without my mask. We had already broken ground and there was no turning back. Construction and fundraising in a pandemic is not only high risk, but crazy. Supporters, staff, everyone was personally affected. So did our programming at the San Antonio Humane Society. However, our dedication did not waver, nor did yours, our wonderful donors. So we made it. The medical building is complete. Well, almost. Few little final touches. The kitty cottage and the education building are totally renovated. The only thing left is the administration building, and when renovated, we will be able to use some of the medical space for additional capacity to take in more dogs. We truly understand how very, very fortunate and blessed we are. We have and will continue to work hard to be good stewards of your financial support. All of us truly thank all of you. No matter what the dollar amount, you made a difference. Let me tell you a little about the naming of the building. Leo Naylor is a very special dog, full of love and warmth, especially to his owner, Susan Naylor. Leo has been her constant companion through many trying times, especially through the deaths of her two treasured sons, Will and Charlie. It is fitting that Susan chose to make this enormous gift and honor her beloved Leo. The compassion and care that we show to pets each and every day is certainly testimony to Leo, and also to Susan, Will, and Charlie. Thank you, Susan and Leo, for sharing your love, your dedication, and your name to our new building, where we will share our love and compassion to all pets and families that step through our doors. There are so many gracious donors in addition to Susan Naylor, and while I would love to thank each and every one of you on camera, there just isn't time. Part of an hour is just not enough. Hopefully the video has given you a glimpse into our incredible new and remodeled buildings and the many donors that have made this all possible. My hope is to be able to thank each and every one of you personally with a tour once this crazy pandemic is behind us. Again, to each of you, our deep and sincere thanks for making dreams come true.
In 2019, the San Antonio Humane Society spayed almost 20,000 animals. So while that leads us a really high bar to meet, we're hoping to do even more with this new facility. What this does and how it can be accomplished is by adding more surgery tables, so more procedures can be accomplished throughout the day. We have more prep stations so that the technicians can keep up with the veterinarians and their surgeries. And it also lets us have a separate surgery suite for anything special that needs to be going on throughout the day. The current surgery suite at the San Antonio Humane Society was the old food prep room. So you'll see that it is very small and not exactly equipped like the ideal surgery suite would be. So our new surgery tables are going to be fantastic. They are both hydraulic and they're heated, which leaves the heating element throughout the table. They are also hydraulic, which means that all you have to do is press on a foot pedal for it to go up and down. I am super excited for this fantastic new building that we are so lucky to be able to open right now. It allows the staff to expand and be able to flex themselves. It allows us to show our adaptability. It allows us to serve more animals in the community, which is definitely needed in these uncertain times.
So in our original building, we have a pretty small isolation ward. There's a small section that we have for cats that might be ill, with a few cages that will keep them semi-separated. And then there is a section for dogs with some smaller cages and then just a few runs, which is great for a very small population of sick animals, but doesn't give us a lot of leeway if we have a larger population of animals getting ill. So our new isolation setup is going to be magical. We have an area specifically for skin issues, like ringworm for kittens, mange for dogs. Those animals need a lot of attention because it takes a really long time for those skin issues to resolve. Then we're going to have an additional isolation ward for cats that have upper respiratory infections. So this isolation ward will have a ventilation system to prevent that from spreading to anyone else in the building, as well as kind of clearing that out of the system as they go. So this will really give San Antonio Humane Society the ability to take in more animals with illness needs than we ever have before.
The decision to make the orthopedic suite its own suite came about because those surgeries really require a sterile field, even more so than our spay-neuter surgeries. We do so many spay-neuter surgeries every single day, and we were finding that in our small current spay-neuter surgery suite, we were running into the issue of kind of tripping over ourselves with Dr. Harper's team. Sometimes we would be on a smaller table while they were working on the main table. And so having the orthopedic suite allows the specialists to come in with their team, be in a very sterile field away from our spay-neuter madness, and we can continue doing our surgeries and they can do their specialized surgery through that time period. With the new addition, the treatments that we'll be able to offer the animals is just only going to increase. We're going to have an underwater treadmill, which is going to be fantastic for our orthopedic patients. It's something that I think every specialist not requires, but definitely recommends post-op following any orthopedic surgery. And so to be able to offer that to our patients is great.
With this new medical building, we're able to serve the community as well as our pets by increasing the number of animals we can intake and exactly what we can intake. For example, as before, we weren't able to intake any skin conditioned pets, and now we're able to actually house them, treat them, and send them into foster care if needed. For example, we have Chloe here, who is one of our lucky pets that we got to actually intake. She had a really bad skin condition. We're able to send her to foster, get the care that she needs, and now she looks so much better, and now she's up for adoption.
So due to the pandemic, we are currently receiving and intaking animals by appointment only. You will need to email receiving@sahumane.org in order to make an appointment. Once an appointment has been scheduled, our team takes all precautions. We do gown up, wear a hat, we have our medical gloves on, and then we greet you at your car. We do ask that you wear your face mask. We do all these protocols to ensure your safety as well as our safety.
One of our new features of the receiving lobby is the separation of the dogs and cats whenever they come in. That'll help reduce the stress of the cats when they come in as well. Another feature that we have is our exam rooms. That'll help us get one-on-one time with the client and the pet as well. And we can also utilize this during our wellness clinic.
So the thing that I'm excited about is actually more so our wellness clinic part. With the exam rooms, we're actually able to bring these clients in, get on one-on-one, teach them about preventions, teach them about vaccines. So that's the most excited part of, for me, is actually being more involved with the communities for wellness clinics and surgeries.
As we're nearing completion of the new building, walking through and seeing the updated state-of-the-art space that's going to be provided for our staff to continue and further and grow that mission is really awe-inspiring. And I think the organization has done a really great job to grow not only our staff but the effect and the impact that we're having in the community.
So as an organization, we are super excited that we are able to open up more space for new animals to get in, to get fixed, to get adopted out. Brooks was built on the same kind of morals. We needed to do more for our community. We felt it was our duty to go ahead and try to do even more than what we were already doing. All the incredible work we were doing, we thought we can do more. That's why Brooks came around. Brooks is doing fantastic, so why not open a new building, which is exactly what's happening. So we are super excited to see that our shelter is growing. The city is definitely in a need for it. Our community is always asking, can we do more? So it's great to say we actually can now.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful with all the support that we've gotten from the community for us to be able to have that medical building built. It makes a big difference for us to take in more pets that need our help, that may not have another place to go. And that's where all the animals that come in through our shelter have another beginning, a beginning to find their home, and for us to care for them until they do find that home.
Hi everyone, Jenny and Tony here again. Wow, what an amazing facility, right? You know, it's been a huge dream of the San Antonio Humane Society for many years, so we are thrilled to see it finally come true. That means so many dogs and cats are going to get the care and the attention that they need and deserve.
Absolutely, and we're almost at the end of our program here, so please go to the site here, sahumane.org/auction, and make your donations and make a bid on one of our silent auction items here. They're amazing.
Yeah, so HEB is a longtime supporter of the San Antonio Humane Society. They provided these two amazing gift baskets. I'm going to let Tony show them off. We have the Cat-tastic basket, full of goodies for the feline friend in your life. Of course, there's cat treats inside of there, cat scratchers, an activity tent, assorted toys. It is just jam-packed with kitty fun. Now, over here we have the doggone amazing basket. I think it speaks for itself. It's doggone amazing. It's got a lot of good stuff in there for the pupper or doggo in your life. It is stuffed with treats, toys, collar, leash, and so much more.
It's like Christmas for your dog and cat, absolutely. And finally, all right, you're gonna love this as well. If you're in desperate need of a getaway, then the next item here is just for you. The Thompson San Antonio has donated a luxury vacation package featuring a 2-night stay in a skyline suite on the hotel's penthouse. I've never stayed in a penthouse in my life.
Wow.
1-day reserved private luxury pool cabana, a full breakfast for 2, and a round of cocktails for 2 on Thompson's 20th floor rooftop lounge. Let's face it, this year has been pretty stressful, so this is a great getaway to ease the mind, and it's worth it from Thompson.
Absolutely. Now, there's not too much time left to bid, so make sure you get online, sahumane.org/auction, and place your bid.
Yeah, up next, we're going to go live with the president and CEO of the San Antonio Humane Society, Nancy May, along with our special guest of honor, Susan and Leo Naylor, who made our new medical facility possible. Please join us as we toast our new building and all of the amazing life-saving work that we've been able to achieve with this completion. First, we'd like to recognize a few more of our sponsors.
Well, here we are in the Leo Naylor Medical Building. We're in the lobby, and we're thanking each and every one of you for everything that you've done to make this possible. It's just amazing. We'll be able to help so many more animals, take in more animals, and adopt out more animals. So we thank you. Thank each and every one of you. I have special guests here today, Susan and Leo Naylor, and they're one of the main components that made this whole thing achievable. So Leo, you want to say a few, Leo doesn't want to talk right now. Susan, would you like to say a few words about our achievement?
I'm going to give you some space so everybody can see my big smile and how happy I am to be here today with you. I can't believe how quickly this building went up. I'm so impressed with the campaign that you guys ran here. I'm so grateful for all the donors out there that jumped on board and made this happen. Leo's so proud. Leo has the biggest heart of any animal I've ever been around, and he reminds me so much of my boys, and he keeps my heart going. So I think he deserves this. So I'm so happy to be here today. And from what I understand, close to I think a very great lady was honored with the, is it the lobby?
Yes.
That's going to be named after our leader here. So let's give a great round of applause to everybody.
Thank you.
I believe Harvey did that for you.
Yes, he did.
Thank you, Harvey. That was so kind and sweet. So are we going to toast?
Yes, thank you, Susan. Thank you so much, and thank you, Harvey, for naming this beautiful lobby for me. And yes, let's toast. Toast to all our beautiful donors, and especially to you, Susan, and to Leo.
And to Leo and my boys.
And your boys, always.
Cheers.
Cheers. Don't have time to thank each and every donor, but I do want to thank our special staff that have worked so very, very hard. It couldn't have happened without you. Thank you all. That's really special. So stay tuned, because there's more on the video to see the beginnings and to where we are now. Thank you all again. We really appreciate it. Making dreams come true. Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Jenny and Tony one last time. Thank you so much for joining us to celebrate the San Antonio Humane Society and all of their amazing shelter pets. We are so grateful for your support. The San Antonio Humane Society depends on the generosity of donors like you. And to continue their mission, they truly need your help. They need to help thousands of dogs and cats who come through their doors every year, and they couldn't do it if it weren't for your support.
Yeah, and we also have some great news. We've extended the silent auction to 1:30. Give everyone some time to wrap up your donations and bids, so please don't hesitate. These incredible auctions are on items right now. They're too good to pass up. Just go to sahumane.org/auction. That's sahumane.org/auction to make your donations and your bids right now.
Okay, well, to wrap things up, we'd like to say thank you to everyone for joining us today, you out there too. And we'd also like to thank our amazing sponsors as well, and all the donors who have contributed to our capital campaign and made this new amazing building a reality.
It is gorgeous.
Before you go, here are a few words from some previously satisfied patients of the San Antonio Humane Society and a quick overview of the incredible construction process of the Leo Naylor Medical Building. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Howdy, my name is Nola. I was surrendered to the Humane Society with a broken left leg. I got an amputation and I recovered so nicely. I want to say thank you to the vets and the staff at the Humane Society for helping me get much better. I can still run around and play though, don't you worry.
My name is Chloe and I want to thank the San Antonio Humane Society for bringing me in and clearing my skin, and now I have this fur that's so soft.
Hello, my name is Butterfly. I came to the San Antonio Humane Society from Animal Care Services, and I needed treatment for my skin. I was very itchy, but I get to go to the spa twice a week to get baths and loves, and now I feel much better. I also got treatment for my heartworms, but you could continue that treatment through VCA if you adopt me.
Hi, my name is Ladybug. I came into the San Antonio Humane Society as a stray. When I came in, they noticed I needed a dental. As they were doing my dental, they saw my jaw was broken. I had surgery and went to foster for 8 weeks. Now I'm back and have found my forever home. Thank you to the San Antonio Humane Society.